Page 5 now. Arizona Senator John McCain. He's in Sedona, Arizona, resting at the family home as he battles terminal cancer. Now, at the risk of sounding morbid, there is a political question here and a legal deadline. May 31 is the final day for McCain to resign from office if he chooses that option. If McCain had resigned before June 1, 2018, then his Senate seat would be up for a special election. However, he did not. Therefore, whoever would fill his Senate seat would fall into the hands of Arizona Governor Doug Ducey, who is a Republican. Word is, odds-on favorite to replace McCain also has the last name of McCain. It's the senator's wife, Cindy.
Governor will appoint someone, and that person will go to 2020, and that seat will be up for grabs. I think there's mixed emotions out there. Some people would like that seat to be open now, and people will go to the polls.
All right, so it's a tough situation, obviously. However, there is a right thing to do and a wrong thing to do, both from a political perspective and a constitutional one. And John McCain, even with his terminal illness, is not afraid to make unpopular decisions, is he? Joining me now on the Daily Ledger Page 5 beat, the founder of the American Truth Project and Daily Ledger contributor Barry Nussbaum. Barry, I've never really understood, and this has happened in the past many times in our nation's history, where the spouse fills the elected official's seat. I never understood the correlation there. That said, even in death, I would imagine that John McCain is going to try and direct what happens here, and his personal choice, obviously, is probably going to be his wife.
Yeah, there's no question, and there's a number of considerations, notwithstanding the fact that the senior senator from Arizona is terminally ill. I mean, keep in mind, Graham, he hasn't been in the Senate since last year. He spends his days in treatment and feverishly writing his book. He does not serve as a U.S. senator anymore, but as was pointed out, he didn't resign by the deadline. So it's going to be up to the governor to pick his successor. And the very heavy lobbying is going on for Cindy McCain to replace him. That's not a constitutional thing. No. That's a nepotistical thing, which I happen to be strongly against because it's not the American way.
Right. And we want to tread lightly here. And I think we are pretty much, because this is a delicate situation. But yes, the constitutional remedy here would be to open it up for election. The people of Arizona did not vote for Cindy McCain. X amount of voters in Arizona voted for John McCain umpteen times to the United States Senate. Fine, whether we agree with it or not. And many times on this program, we disagree with him. But the constitutional solution would have been for him to say, you know what, I need to resign, and you need to hold an election.
Chances are he will never go back to the United States Senate, Graham, and you're 100% right. The American thing to do is give the choice to the people of Arizona. The family thing to do is give your wife a really big job. She's tremendously not qualified to be a United States Senator. She's worth $100 million. She inherited her father's beer business, and she sits on a bunch of nonprofit boards.
Yeah.
If she wasn't Cindy McCain, her chances of being elected senator from any state would be pretty much nil.
And with all due respect, and I mean this sincerely, all due respect, I think it's nice to recognize the McCain name in history of this country in a very positive light, but I also believe there's time for another great name from the Grand Canyon state to go and possibly serve in the United States Senate. Barry, thank you.